Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and today's run is going to be something kept a little bit simpler. I'm still kind of reeling at the disappointment of what I discovered about lightning aspect, so I'm just kind of... Oh, hello. My controller isn't connected. Well, let's change that real quick. There we go. Alright, happens every now and again. And yeah, I feel silly every time it does. Sorry, I'm a little sleepy. Probably part of the reason why I want to go with something just a little bit simpler. So let's dive back into the World of Awe setups. I think today we are going to be doing a long-range setup, and even though that seems like it would be the perfect opportunity to use the Chaos Visor, I'll just point out, Analytical Monocle increases critical hit chance by 8% for all Arcana. Chaos Visor only works for Projectile Arcana, it only does it by 6%. So why would I use that? Like, that's not a rhetorical question. Like, just honestly, why would I use that? Just because it has a line that shows where I'm aiming? I'm sorry, I said that wrong. That is a rhetorical question, because that's just dumb! Alright, so what are we going to be using today? Well, typically a good critical hit setup will involve either a melee arcana that's reliable in its hit sources like Wind Slash, or something that just hits a lot. Today we're going with something that hits a lot. Then we're going to go ahead. Let's actually use Frostwing. I haven't used Frostwing in a while. That sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Then for... Twin Turbine is generally a good option, but I think today... If you can't tell, I'm trying to put together kind of a longer ranged setup. Actually, no, let's do that as my signature, if I'm going to use that. Then actually, I think I do want to go with Dynamic Disarray. Just something that bounces around a lot and causes a lot of distractions. There we go. Nice little critical force setup here. Now, of course, I'm going to be going with my usual... pardon me. I'm going to be going with my usual retro floor plan setup. And while we're doing this run, I'll also be talking a little bit about some of the other things that I've got on the table. You know, since you guys got me back into practicing Dead Cells, I've unlocked a few more items, made some strides, and I finally got to Dracula's castle. And even though Dracula kicked my ass, I feel like I made a good amount of progress, so I will talk about that as soon as I get into the actual run here, which looks like it might take a little bit because Nox is being weird. Seriously, stop being weird. Just give me the things that I'm after. Because if I don't get what I'm after, I'm going to scream! Today on Wizard of Legend, if Farouk Assault was a death metal singer. Okay. So I'm just going to say right now, thank you for being patient with me. I know by all rights I should be editing this out, but generally for these gameplay videos, I like to show you the entire process of what I do. So even though it can be a little boring to wait for me to find the thing that I'm looking for, it is part of the experience, and trust me, I'm just as annoyed by it as you are. And once again, let's just make sure that we don't have to deal with Atlas later in the run. We'll just get him out of the way so we can enjoy the rest of it. There we go. Okay, so we are going to be wanting to find something decent and Earth-based so that we can not have a horrible time fighting the twins. Ow. How rude of you. Did I ask to be poked with a pointy stick? No. No, I did not, and you should apologize for your insolence. Oh, okay. You don't turn down a freebie even if you don't intend to use it. Just, you know, thank them politely for the thought process, and then just do something else with it. What do we have here? Well, considering what the run is, there's no reason for me not to take this. Like, it doesn't make sense to start with it, but if you find it, there's no reason not to put on the Tron helmet. Oh, and... So, early game is where you're going to want to spend most of your money. If you have a bunch of money at end game, that's where you should be looking to use things like the Mercenary's Dagger, or just grabbing the sword, the Sword of Midas, or whatever it's called. I've been playing this game long enough, you'd think I would know these things. And just not worrying so much about... Oh wait, Golden Blade of Envy. Duh. I mentioned that I was sleepy. Apparently that's affecting my brain right now. Perfect. Okay, that room was awful. Just this combination of multiple long-lasting hitboxes with ranged attacks that I was having a hard time getting around. Just really made that room more trouble than it was kind of worth. And there, I will point out that I've made a really bad habit of trying to dodge the enemies to get to the other side of them to start fighting. I don't know why I'm doing that. I know it's a bad idea, and yet I keep doing it anyway. So yeah, clearly I'm not exactly playing in my prime right now. I hope you can forgive me for that. Alright, so after having kind of a bad floor, we're at least ready to move on to the next one. And we'll go ahead and grab that. And even though the Token of Doom seems like it would be the right option here, I am interested in finding other vendors at the red portals. Namely, I would like to see Seville so I can upgrade the robe. Because upgrading your base critical hit chance is always a good thing when you're using the Awe robe. Apparently I'm not feeling well, so again, I apologize. I'm just all sorts of a wreck right now. I mean, that's been funneling through into my Dead Cells gameplay as well, sadly enough. Like I said, I made it to Dracula's Castle earlier today with a really strong multiple Nox bow build, and I do plan on recording some Dead Cells later, but right now I don't know, I'm just, for some reason, not feeling it right now. I don't necessarily mean Dead Cells as a whole, because that would be silly. I love that game. More so, I mean, just for some reason, I'm just not feeling super attentive and like myself. Oh, but that's gonna get rid of... Man. Oh, I should have used the portal. Yeah, I feel like just a complete mess right now. Like after the multiple Nox bow build that I really liked, I had decided to try out a repeater crossbow build, and for some reason I haven't been able to carry that even to the first boss, so considering how I've been performing, that's pretty embarrassing. Like, I've actually been doing pretty well, but... Which, I mean, I'm pleased by that. It means that I'm getting better at the game, and I'm starting to understand how to do well, something I can't seem to wrap my head around right now, apparently. And I suppose that leads nicely into my next Dead Cells announcement, which is I have managed to unlock the 5th boss cell. So once I'm feeling a little bit more confident in my abilities, which is clearly not right now, I will begin practicing on that so I can understand how the malaise system works in the game nowadays. Because I know it's different from when I first started playing the game. Like, it looks like the malaise is like a timer nowadays. Which, okay, fine, I can live with that. Okay, we are going to grab this. This will be a nice little damage upgrade for my signature. And then, yeah, we'll come back here and grab Gust Volley. Looks like she doesn't really want to help me upgrade my existing gear, which is a shame. But, okay, we're at least on our way to doing better. It's not great, but I'll use it. It's a water-based Arcana that I can use against Zeal. Or more than likely her minions, because I feel like using Heroic Maelstrom against a boss is not a good idea. What the hell? Okay, definitely stuff here I want to buy. Let me grab that because that'll improve my survivability. Okay, I've already been there. I should pay attention to my mini-map. I am making all sorts of silly mistakes. Alright, we're gonna grab this because I actually want to use it. And we can go over to Nocturne and give him the Gust Volley. I am thinking he might take, what is it, Earth Rhythm? Fadeaway Rhythm. Nope, he took Wind Flurry, just like I thought he would. And you know what? I am fine with that. See if we get anything here that we really like. I really like Tidal Blast. And yes, I know it's not something that's super conducive to critical hit gameplay, but it is strong and it comes with some shielding, which I could use since I'm kind of playing like garbage right now. Alright, so now we're going to put this here, and I think we're set. Alright, shield is already coming in useful. That I don't really care for. Unless I see the adorable Mimic, I'm probably just gonna forget that that even existed. Oh, come on! As you can see, I'm really not playing like my normal self right now. Like, this is one of those days where even though I know some of the things I'm doing are not so smart, I'm doing them anyway because I am just not in my normal train of thought right now. I mean, we've all had days like that though, and even though we sometimes do things that we're not super proud of, we still feel as though we've made some progress in some areas. I don't know, today is one of those days where I feel like I'm regressing. I don't know why, I'm like super tired and just not feeling like myself right now. And to be fair, that's probably because of depression in some form or another. There. I just wanted to use that for the full heal. I'm not going to stay at full health, not the way I'm playing. That doesn't mean that you don't give it your best shot. So if it sounds like I'm really disinterested in what I'm doing right now, I'm not necessarily disinterested, I'm just not feeling like myself. And for what it's worth, yes, that is absolutely a symptom of depression. I'm aware of that. So I'm probably going to be taking some time to, put myself in order once I'm done with the recording. It seems like that might be what I need right now. Also, I'm a little surprised as to how wide those things can swing to hit you. And again, you'd think I would know that considering how much time I've put into the game, but today just kind of isn't my day. Now we're gonna stack that up with the watercolor palette. So go ahead and answer in the comment section below or wherever. What do you guys do when you're just not feeling like yourselves? It can be for whatever reason. I'm just curious. I could probably use a pick-me-up at this point. Honestly, I'm not too worried about fadeaway rhythm. Oh yeah, that's right, token of health. I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously, what I was thinking was I need to give Dr. Song a trade-in so I can get some value out of this, but it's not necessarily what I needed. And you know, even though it's wind-based, I think I'm going to take Gust Volley into this fight with me. I feel like I'm going to trust that more than Fadeaway Rhythm. Alright, done. No, I'll keep Fadeaway Rhythm. Ow. Oh, Jesus. You guys cut that out now. Yeah, so if you haven't... Again, I'm not being quiet because I just don't want to say anything. Instead, I can't think of anything to say. Like, that's part of what I mean by I'm not feeling like myself. Normally, I don't have too much trouble coming up with something to say. Like improvisation is what I do, and I generally have things to talk about. Today, on the other hand, I'm really just not feeling like myself. I know I'm sounding like a broken record. I've said that a few times. So you'll have to forgive me for repeating the same point again and again, but unfortunately, there's just no more honest way of putting it. Like, this is the happy, fun times that you can have dealing with mental health on the regular. There will be days where you just feel like everything is wrong. And for me, today is one of those days. Everything feels wrong. And I guess if I were to try to pinpoint it, it started last night. Like, I didn't even go to bed properly. I just laid down on the couch and just passed out for a while. And maybe that's part of why I'm not feeling great, but I don't think it's anything physical. Physically, I feel okay. Like I said, though, that's part of the happy, fun times you have trying to deal with your own mental health. I think the best way I've seen it put is when it comes to your mental health, it's not that, you know, you are or aren't feeling okay. It's that you don't know if you're feeling okay and whether or not you can do things. I think that's kind of where I'm at today, is that I woke up and just wasn't... For some reason, my brain said, "Yeah, we don't need to do anything today." And I'm just shaking my head, going, "No, but I want to do things." And my brain's like, "Yeah, well, too bad. You're going to lay down and face the wall and not want to move." So even though I wanted to get up and do some recording for my normal recording schedule, even though I want to continue playing Dead Cells because I'm getting better and having fun with it, my brain is telling me that I should just stare at the ceiling. Because, you know, the ceiling is so entertaining. So going back to the question that I had asked earlier, what do you guys do when you're not feeling like yourselves? Maybe the more appropriate question is, what do you guys do to combat depression if it's something that you have to deal with on the regular? And even if it isn't, I mean, you know, when you're feeling like garbage, what do you do to try to feel better? I know the things that I normally do. It's just for some reason, but that's unfortunately part of the whole depression issue, is that sometimes, and by that I mean like all the time, you just don't feel like doing the things that you normally do. finally got that upgraded, thank goodness. Oh, it's not magnetic follow-up. I don't know why it took me so long to recognize that. Just staring at it like, that's magnetic follow-up. Why isn't it saying magnetic follow-up? See what I mean when I say that I'm just not feeling like myself? I shouldn't be having a problem recognizing things that I normally recognize. Of course, one thing that is giving me problems is that I'm not using a dash arcana that I normally use. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, I decided to bring Frostwing into this run, and it's not gonna lie, it hasn't been serving me particularly well. I very much prefer the Arcanas that leave things behind for the enemies to trip over. That'll help, hopefully. Okay, we'll grab that. Alright, let's grab another potion. They're cheap because of Dr. Song's healthcare card. And, you know, that's just setting up all sorts of jokes about the American healthcare system. And, you know, if you guys want to have at it in the comments or on social media, feel free. Our healthcare system deserves it. One of the worst healthcare systems in the world. No tornado for me. Ow. Fortunately, those were there right where I left them. Strangely, Frostwing was kind of picking up usefulness later on in the run. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised by that. We grab this. Why not? Wish I could have found it earlier. I could have used a little speed boost. Maybe help me feel a little bit more like myself. Look at that. How abnormal is it for me to not be able to capitalize on that downtime there? Thank you, Singing Bowl. Ah, geez, more of them. Okay, that was a very iffy fight, even though I was using a build that I'm very comfortable with. Just goes to show that your mental health means... means a lot more than you think it does. I was just a mess. Fortunately, I was still able to pull off a victory, but... oh boy. Yes, was not a pretty one, and it's no wonder I'm not able to get back up to Dracula's castle in Dead Cells. I can barely hold myself awake. So, it might be time to make myself a smoothie and take a nap. I'm just a mess. But if you guys were patient enough to deal with me and my, sleepy time and my complaints, I thank you profusely. I do appreciate that you guys are so supportive of me. It really does help a lot. As per usual, do the usual YouTube stuff. More importantly, let me know what you guys do when you're feeling down and out of it and not feeling like yourselves. I could not only use the advice, but hey, maybe hearing that other people go through some of these same problems will help me feel a little bit better. So, in the meantime, you guys take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic day, night, or whatever, depending on what time it is where you are. And I will see you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you guys take care of yourselves.